Hello and welcome back to another Football Commentaries live stream. We are midway through June, and yet the football season still has not come to its conclusion. After a tense and tight Champions League final between Manchester City and Inter Milan, there is still more football for us to enjoy as we have the second semi-final of the 2023 Nations League campaign. To face Croatia will be either Spain or Italy, who meet at the FC Twente Stadium in the Netherlands. For Italy, they are looking to reach back-to-back nations. Italy are playing in back-to-back Nations League semi-finals as they were able to get there back in October 2021, where they were able to play Spain. And for Spain, they are looking for back-to-back finals after they beat Italy in the semi-finals back in 2021 to face France, where they were unfortunately beaten by the French national team. These two nations have a rich past against each other, facing each other in almost every recent European tournament. They have met in the Euros in 2012, where they met in the group stage and in the final, where Spain were triumphant 4-0. In the 2016 Euros, Italy came out on top in the round of 16, and they also met in the semi-finals of the Euros back in 2021, where it was Italy to progress through on penalties, alongside a Confederations Cup semi-final meeting as well back in 2013, where Spain were that time victorious on penalties. So for this Nations League semi-final, will it be Spain or Italy to face Croatia in the final at the De Kuip Stadium in Rotterdam? Still more football to be played. It's absolutely ridiculous how there's still more football to go, but we're here and it's still going ahead. It's crazy. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, I'm not going to complain. You know, it means I get to do more commentaries, but it's absolutely ridiculous. Mid-June, and there's still football going on. It's absolutely crazy. But, you know, it goes on. Football goes on. Still, got the Nations League campaign coming to an end. All the group stage games taking place in 2022. And now we've got the finals in mid-2023. Obviously, the other semi-final yesterday was in the Netherlands against Croatia, where Croatia were able to win 4-2 on after extra time, after it ended 2-2 in the 90 minutes. It was a very dramatic semi-final, in fact, because the Netherlands came up late with an equaliser. Noah Lang in the 96th minute tied it all up after Croatia had gone from 1-0 down to 2-1 up in the game, and then extra time they just were able to take over. And Bruno Petkovic's strike from outside the area beat the Dutch goalkeeper, and then Luka Modric's penalty with about 4 minutes to go tied it up and sent Croatia through. So there they are, ready to face either Spain or Italy in what would be the third Nations League final. The first one was won by Portugal, the second one won by France, and there'll be a different winner for the third one. So it's always coming out with different winners. Tonight we are at the stadium FC Twente, holds just over 30,000 in Holland, as the teams do appear, or the substitutes do appear to the bench for both sides. I'll go through the lineups. Kickoff is not far away. Spanish coach Luis de la Fuente and Roberto Mancini for Italy. Spanish head coach, formerly a left back in his playing days. Roberto Mancini known for his forward and attacking play as a player, but it seems they've set up a little bit more defensively tonight for this Nations League semi-final. Like I said, they've played Italy at this stage before in the Nations League. Back just under 2 years ago, it was at the San Siro, where the finals were played in 2021. They were in Italy that time. It was a Ferran Torres double to give Spain the victory that night. He's not even in the squad for these internationals. There's quite a few changes since the last time these two teams played each other. For Spain, only 3 remain. Unai Simon Aymeric Laporte and Gavi are the only survivors from the team just under 2 years ago against Italy in the semi-finals. And for Italy, they've got a few more survivors. 5 remain. They've got Donnarumma, Di Lorenzo, Bonucci, Barella and Jorginho all starting like they did in that Nations League semi-final. As both teams enter the field. And I will just go through the lineups in a little bit more detail for you now. There is a mare, look at that. Disgraceful. So we'll start with the home side. That's just how it's labelled. Spain have been given the home labelled the home side. So Unai Simon in goal replaces Kepa, who was in net for the March internationals, as Unai Simon missed that March internationals with injury. Right back is Jesus Navas, who just recently won his 4th Europa League with Sevilla. And then a debut for Real Sociedad centre-back Robin Lenormand. He was born in France, came through the Brest Academy, but he's been living in Spain now for 7 years after joining Real Sociedad in 2016, so he's been able to get Spanish citizenship in May, so he's able to now represent Spain, and he'll be playing alongside Aymeric Laporte, who's part of that Manchester City team that recently won the treble, but he didn't have much to play. Did get 5 starts in the last 10 Premier League games, but only 4 appearances in 2020 at the start of the season in 2022, because he did start the season with a knee injury. Jordi Alba, the captain, will play at left back. He is currently a free agent, and it looks like he's going to be heading off to America, to Inter Miami, alongside Lionel Messi. Holding midfielders of Rodri, who did play a big part in that. Sorry about that. In the treble win, scoring the winning goal. And then we've got Mikel Merino playing alongside. Sorry. Can't quite concentrate with that. I'll try and continue. Yeah. Oh, is it? Won't be a second. Wow. Well, that didn't go to plan. Apologies. Teams are nearly ready to kick off now, so I will go through the lineups quickly. So obviously got Rodri and Holder midfield alongside Mikel Merino. On the right, we've got Yeremy Pino from Villarreal. Alvaro Morata up front with Rodrigo from Leeds. On the left, why is that the wrong? Why is there no names? This is a disaster. What's going on? Is that genuinely how it's come out? Wow. So I had to change the Spain lineup. I do apologise. Wouldn't mind if I did it the first time. Apologies about this. Absolutely nightmare of a start. so it doesn't matter. Do apologise if anyone's here. Just having to redo the Spain lineup quickly, as we are about to get underway for kick-off in a couple minutes, in literally under a minute's time. There we go. Oh my word. I mean, it's hot enough as it is, but don't need that stress on top. There we go. The Spain lineup is now sorted out. We're about to get underway in the Netherlands for the game between Spain and Italy in the Nations League semi-final. And then obviously for Italy's side, we've got Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal, Di Lorenzo, Bonucci, Toloi, Acerbi and Spinazzola making up a back five. Midfield, three of Jorginho, Nico Barella, Davide Fratesi, and up front they've gone for Nicolo Zaniolo and Ciro Immobile of Lazio. Up front in a 3-5-2, I believe. I will let you know if there's any change of shape for Italy, because it could go a couple ways. We are underway. Spain kicking left to right, Italy right to left. It does look like they've set out with a back three, Italy, with goalkeeper Donnarumma on the ball, clipping it up the field. Header won by Rodri as it sends it up to his forward line. It's Rodrigo, 1-2 with Morata. The Leeds man on the ball, cutting onto his right foot, back onto his left. He shoots, it's deflected off Bonucci. Rodri takes over in the box and he volleys over the bar. Positive start from Spain. On the front foot, almost rapidly. Italy a little bit flustered there from the Spain pressure. Rodrigo calls in the shot and it was blocked by Bonucci, and then Rodri took over and had a wild strike over the bar. As Italy trying to play out from the back, Jorginho going to the right hand side of the box where it is Bonucci. Gets it forward. His Nicolo Barella out to Spinazzola, the Roma left wing back, who recently lost the Conference League final, as he dinks it in the box, looking for the run of Zaniolo, but it was overhit by the wing back, and it's going out for a Spain goal kick. And then Spain will now, well, they were going to attempt to play out from the back, but then an extra ball was then thrown onto the pitch, so they're having to retake once again here, Spain. It's been pretty tight the last couple meetings, but Spain have won 2 of the last 3 games they've played. Italy 2 wins in the last 5. Spain have a throw in here on their right hand side, just inside their own half as well, with Jesus Navas, now the age of 37. His last appearance for Spain was back in October of 2020 when they played Ukraine in the Nations League, so he had to wait a while and he probably didn't think he'd get back in the squad at the age he is, but shows anything's possible. Here he is on the ball in the right back area, inside his own half, sends it forward towards the halfway line, tries to find Morata in behind, bundled to the ground. The referee says it was fair by Bonucci, and it's back in Italy possession. I believe that Morata went down a little bit too easily there as Toloi takes it beyond Jeremy Pino. Down the line by Di Lorenzo. Swept forward by Laporte towards Bonucci on the edge of his own box. Can just glance it behind him to his goalkeeper, Donnarumma, who throws that quickly to Acerbi. Champions League final loser, unfortunately, for Inter Milan on Saturday. Is Italy keep possession in their own half to go back to Acerbi. Once more to Donnarumma. Been at PSG now for 2 seasons. And his pass is short to Bonucci and he loses out on the edge of the box. Spain have a chance and they convert. Yeremy Pino, the Villarreal clubman, scores for Spain. 3 minutes in, it's been a rapid start for the Spaniards and they take advantage of an error from Leonardo Bonucci. He's now 36 years old himself. He's set to retire at the end of next season and he's shown his lack of pace there on the ball. They play from the back. Donnarumma plays it to Bonucci. It's a pretty short ball where Gavi can come and put pressure on. And as he just about gets it away from Gavi, he then runs right into traffic with Yeremy Pino. And he pickpockets the Italian captain, drives into the box, opens up the body, just about gets the shot away before Jorginho's slide challenge can block the ball, curls it beyond Gianluigi Donnarumma, who's wrong-footed. And 3 minutes in, we've already had the deadlock broken. It's Spain 1, Italy 0, and it's a deserved lead for Luis de la Fuente's men. Rapid start from Spain, and they do deserve the lead. They've had a rapid start. I keep saying the word rapid, but it's a quick start for Spain, and they deserve that lead. Been at Villarreal, Yeremy Pino since the age of 14. He's making his 10th Spain appearance. Scored his 2nd goal now for his nation. His last one came just over a year ago against Iceland in March 2022. As Acerbi clears for Italy towards the halfway line. Header won by Robin Lindnomand. Was born in France, but the Sociedad centre-back's been living in Spain for 7 years, so he's granted his Spanish citizenship in May of this year, so he's switched to play for Spain. A little bit like his centre-back partner, Aymeric Laporte, who also did the same. Switched from France to Spain. That was in time for the Euro. It was in 2021 where he did score in that competition, Aymeric Laporte, as he gets possession here from his goalkeeper on the edge of the 18-yard box. He then plays it back to his goalkeeper, Unai Simon, whose pass is wayward. It falls to Jorginho, who plays it across to the left now to Immobile. Back to Jorginho on the edge of the box, to the right-hand side of the box now, into the path of number 11, Zaniolo for Italy, but it's a heavy touch and it can be cleared only as far as an Italy man. As they continue to try and build on the edge of the box as they are in their full white strip. Italy, as Jorginho dinks a ball in the box, it's sliced away by Laporte, and that'll be a corner kick for the Italians, who try and respond quick. Not very convincing from Aymeric Laporte, but he got the job done. It got it cleared in the end. It's his first appearance in the Nations League, Laporte. This campaign. Didn't make any in the group stages for the 2022 campaign. And he's got a corner to defend here. It's going to be an outswinging ball, but it's played short by Barella into Jorginho. Back to Barella again. Edge of the box, Fratesi. Torino, the Sassuolo midfielder. Ball's put in the box. Header won in the end by Rodrigo of Leeds for Spain. Barella, twist and turn on the right-hand side. Eventually finds Jorginho. 25 yards away from goal. Plays it across to Acerbi, the centre-half. He's going to curl a ball in with his left foot. In it goes. Header won again by Rodrigo in the box for Spain. Barella still on this right-hand side. Looking for a ball in the box. Finds Fratesi. His cross is blocked by Laporte and it can be played out by the Spaniard in the end to Jordi Alba. Then back to Laporte, who clears. Finds teammate Yeremy Pino, the goal scorer. Finds Mikel Merino. Merino releases it to Jesus Navas towards the halfway line. Back inside to the Real Sociedad midfielder. He finds a pass looking towards Rodrigo, but it's cut out in the end by the Italians. And the break's on. Slowed down as Immobile just plays it back to Spinazzola. It's now with Barella on the halfway line. May have seen in the last few days interest on him through Newcastle, £50 million offer. Don't think that'll be accepted though, as here is Spinazzola on the left-hand side in the final third. One-on-one with Navas, cuts it onto his right foot, dinks it towards the far post, not towards any player in a white shirt, and that can be seen out by Jordi Alba. Goal kick for Spain. Not a great start for Roberto Mancini, as you might remember. He did a great run with Italy. Was unbeaten for 37 games from 2018 to 2021, and it came to an end after being beaten by Spain in that Nations League semi-final in October 2021. And within that unbeaten run, they were obviously able to pick up the European Championship title to England as well on penalties. As Bonucci loses out, Morata's in, flick on from Yeremy Pino. Morata, Gavi, getting the ball stuck under his feet on the edge of the box and can be tackled strongly and fairly by Acerbi. And Italy can come away with it with Barella. Tackle from behind by Rodrigo, but he gets the ball, and here comes Rodri. Now back to Rodrigo, heavy touch, loses out to Fratesi. That's now Barella again, who goes to his left to Spinazzola, who keeps possession and plays it back to Bonucci on the edge of the 18-yard box for Italy. Second spell he's got now, Bonucci at Juventus. Spent 7 years there before joining AC Milan, before then returning a year later to Juventus. Laporte cuts out a long ball forward towards Zaniolo, only as far as Barella. Here's now Immobile. Lays off to Jorginho, 30 yards away from goal. To the left-hand side now to Spinazzola. Ball forward to Barella. He's got the options around him. Just plays it back to Spinazzola, the number 4. Ball inside to Jorginho. Dinked ball in the box. Zaniolo with a volley. It's blocked by the hand, possibly. Penalty given. I think he knows it on his Spanish debut. Robin Lenormand gives away the penalty. It was a great dinked ball into the box by Jorginho, splitting the Spanish defence, and he found Nicolo Zaniolo. And he's onside as the ball was played in the box, and it comes across him, and he decides to volley across goal, and it strikes the arm of Lenormand. As he hits it, Zaniolo, off his right hand, that's out of position, and that'll be a penalty for Spain. He's not happy the Real Sociedad centre-back. Not really much he could do about it, but his arm was in what would probably label an unnatural position. So 10 minutes in, and Ciro Immobile for Italy is going to look to equalise. Could get 2 quick goals here at the FC Twente Stadium. No way this penalty is going to be overturned as Immobile steps up from the spot, 12 yards out, scores into the bottom left corner. Ciro Immobile equalises for Italy. They are level again. 2 mistakes from 2 centre-backs for each team means the game's level at 1-1. Bonucci was at fault for the Spain goal, and Robin Lenormand for the second on his Spanish debut. Switched nationality from France to Spain, and on his debut he's given away a penalty, and Immobile dispatches. It's his first goal for Italy since the Euros in the game against Switzerland in June of 2021. So he's had to wait 2 years for his next Italy goal. But he's got it in the Nations League semi-final, and we're all square between Spain and Italy. What a good start. Some goals as we get into this second semi-final. The ball's with Rodrigo. Plays it forward, but it's cut out by Acerbi on the edge of the 18-yard box for Italy. It's now with Bonucci. Plays it to Napoli captain Di Lorenzo. Ball inside towards Jorginho. It's a short one, but Jorginho can keep it alive after battling with Rodri. And it's now released to the Italy left with Nicolo Barella. He's got Acerbi making a bombing run inside of him. He's got Spinazzola to the outside, and he'll use the Roma wing back. Then plays it back to Barella. Jorginho playing that deeper role where he can make the difference like he did for that penalty, playing that ball in behind for Zaniolo, who was able to then win the penalty after his strike off the arm of Lenormand. As there's a foul there on the Italy right. Di Lorenzo caught late. I think by Yeremy Pino, who put Spain ahead in the 3rd minute. But that's now been cancelled out through the Ciro Immobile penalty. By Spain captain Jordi Alba, just in discussion with the referee. Slavko Vincic, the Slovenian referee, was the referee for the Saudi Arabia win against Argentina in the World Cup. You might remember that historic 2-1 victory. He also was the referee for Wales against England in the group stages as well of the World Cup. As we're underway. After that free kick, it's gone back to now Acerbi for Italy. Spinazzola, first time ball around the corner, looking for Zaniolo, first time ball in behind, looking for Barella, as well swept up by Linamand, making up for his penalty giveaway up through the handball. It's a beautiful jersey that Italy are repping, a full white with gold. Adidas strips going down the sides of the shirts and the shorts. Spinazzola throws it down the line looking for Zaniolo. It's well dealt with by Linamand as he plays it back to his goalkeeper Unai Simon, who clears first time up towards the halfway line. Headed backwards by Acerbi, so it falls to Morata. Short ball, but it's still alive for Spain, but it's given away by Mikel Merino. Immobile to Fratesi on the right. Di Lorenzo, ball inside to Jorginho. Which goes back to the halfway line to Rafael Toloi, captain of Atalanta in Italy. The 32-year-old centre-back, Acerbi, switches the ball out halfway inside the Italy half to Di Lorenzo. Down the line to Davide Fratesi. Sassuolo midfielder tries to get in behind. Two Spain players brought down, but the referee doesn't see a foul in it. And now it can be brought away. Morata flicks it to his right to Rodrigo as he enters the Italy half, but he's stopped in his tracks quickly through the back track of Nicolo Barella. Literally played the full 90 minutes in the Champions League final on Saturday. Now he's back playing for his nation. Nicolo Barella, who was able to make his debut for the Italian national side under Mancini in October 2018. Bonucci, ball over the top, in behind, looking for the run of Ciro Immobile. He's already got one goal this game, but it's kept out and away from him by Unai Simon, who comes to collect the ball. Very good to see you back, thank you. I said that the last one was my last of the season, but there's quite a few games left in terms of international football, so I thought I'd cover some of them until the new season starts again in a couple of months' time. Obviously, the Premier League fixtures were announced this morning. Navas, the right back, down the line, finds Rodrigo into Rodri in the Spain half. Left-footed ball out to Jordi Alba, the captain for Spain. Won the Euros with Spain by beating Italy in the final 4-0 in 2012. It's now Rodri out to Navas on the right, tries to take a heavy touch around Spinazzola, but it's dealt with well by the Roma wing-back. And he clears it off Navas for a goal kick for his side. Leonardo Spinazzola, who you might remember had a horrific ending to his Euros in 2021 when he torn his Achilles tendon and he was out for 9 months. He was only able to make 4 appearances last season, Spinazzola, due to being out for 9 months with that injury he picked up in the Euros. But he's back this season. He made 40 appearances in all competitions. He played 105 minutes in that Conference League final where his side was unfortunately beaten on penalties by Sevilla. Is it to clear up the field? Linamand beats Immobile to the ball aerially, and it's now back in Spain possession to the Real Sociedad centre-back Linamand. It's now Navas on the halfway line. 1-2 with Rodrigo. Has to go back to Linamand. Rodri. Forward to Gavi. Enters the Italy half as he turns forward and he drives forward, getting away from Davide Fratesi. He has to just turn back as the options were limited, but then he finds Rodri to his right. Out to Jesus Navas. He's got everything to his left in the final third. 1-on-1 with Spinazzola. Cuts onto his left foot. Then decides to strike over the bar, but it's a decent attempt from the full back. You probably wouldn't expect him to score from the edge of the box on his weak foot, and you could definitely tell it was on his weak foot, the way he had to try and wrap his body around the ball to strike the ball towards goal with his left foot. But it was positive play from Spain, finding Gavi in that pocket space in between the lines on the halfway, and he was able to drive forward and drive his team forward. As Italy play out from the back, Jorginho. Forward ball cut out by Laporte on halfway. It's now with Robin Linamand. Jesus Navas. Spain finishing top of their group in the Nations League to get to the semi-finals, finished on 11 points with 3 wins. They had Portugal, Switzerland and Czech Republic in the group. And for Italy, they had Hungary, Germany and England. You might remember England having a pretty poor Nations League campaign, finishing bottom of that. So Italy and Spain have earned their rights into the semi-final. Is Italy still coming forward again? Back to Rodri. Halfway line, Lindemann, number 3 for Spain on his debut. Switching citizenship from France to Spain in May. Jordi Alba forced all the way back to Unai Simon. He played all the minutes in the Euros in 2021 and in the World Cup in 2022. Did actually win the Euros at under-21s level in 2019. Unai Simon only made 1 appearance. It was the first game of the campaign and it was to Italy in the group stage. And then eventually he was put on the bench for the rest of the campaign, but still in the squad, still contributed. As Spain have lost it in midfield and Di Lorenzo comes forward for Italy, but he's tackled by Jordi Alba and he wins the throw for his side there. The former Barcelona fullback, as I mentioned before, leaving as a free agent. Jordi Alba spent his first stint in his youth days at Barcelona from 1998 to 2005 and then joined back in 2012 and he's obviously spent another 11 years at Barcelona. It's an unbelievable stint. He's won 18 trophies at Barcelona. 1 Champions League and 6 league titles. And here he is on the ball in the Italy half. Forward it goes to Yeremy Pino, scoring his 2nd Spain goal tonight in the 3rd minute, capitalising on a Bonucci error. Spain just settle on the ball in possession in the opening 20 minutes. They've probably been the better side. Italy were able to get back in the game in the 10th minute through an Immobile penalty, given away by Robin Lamand handball. Navas down the right-hand side, plays a ball inside in the box. Rodrigo with the shot towards the near post, but it's dragged and lacks pace. It's an easy save for Donnarumma in the end. The PSG goalkeeper, who played all the minutes in the Nations League 2022, Donnarumma, saved a penalty from Alvaro Morata in the shootout against Spain in the 2021 Euros. Now Bonucci on the edge of the 18-yard box for Italy. Goes to his left to Francesco Acerbi, who spent the season on loan at Inter Milan, the 35-year-old, and they're looking to make that permanent in negotiations currently with Lazio to get that move sealed for the new season. Spinazzola, ball inside to Jorginho on halfway line. Looks for a ball in behind, finds Fratesi, he's in, he gets away from Jordi Alba, slots it through the legs of Unai Simon, and it's a goal and it's a lead for Italy. They've turned it around. They went behind in the 3rd minute, but they're ahead in the 20th. Defence splitting pass once again, and it's Davide Fratesi with the goal. It's only his 5th Italian appearance for the midfielder, and it's his 1st goal, and it's Jorginho again on the halfway line between Laporte and Jordi Alba, and just inside the area, Fratesi with a delicate, composed finish just strokes it through the legs of Unai Simon. And there's a VAR check for offside on the run from Fratesi from the ball from Jorginho. I think he looked just onside. And I'm wrong. He was offside. So it stays at 1-1. Great ball though from Jorginho. He's done that twice now. He did it for the penalty when he dinked that ball over the top for Zaniolo, who then struck a shot off the arm of Lindemann. And he's done it again, but unfortunately for Fratesi, he couldn't quite time his run. I thought he just timed it correctly, but I'd have to see a replay because VAR checked that pretty quick and disallowed the goal. So it stays at 1-1. And Fratesi has been denied his 1st goal for his nation. And Unai Simon will clear it long up the field for Italy. In behind, look for Yeremy Pino, but it will go all the way through to the opposite number 1 of Gianluigi Donnarumma in the Italian goal. In terms of trophies as well, Spain have won 4, Italy have won 5. Spain have 3 Euros to their name, winning it in 64, 08 and 2012. And Italy will have the 1 Euros in 1968, but then they have 4 World Cups, winning back-to-back World Cups in 1934, where they beat Spain in the quarterfinals of that run to win the World Cup, and then they won it in 1938 as well. Mikel Merino for Spain. Ball forward to Morata, who's just drifted to the left. And then releases it to Jordi Alba. Ball inside to Merino. Back to Alba. Rodri's got space. He finds him. 1-2. Back with Jordi Alba. Outside of the boot ball, looking for Jesus Navas on the right-hand side. He's got Barella just keeping him company. Forcing him backwards. It's now on the halfway line to Laporte. Ball forward, 10 yards to Jordi Alba, who plays a ball forward now to Gavi, the number 9 for Spain, drifted to the left-hand side, cuts onto his right foot, plays it across to Rodri on the edge. Back out wide again to Navas, everything to his left once again. Left-footed cross, in it goes, it just evades Gavi. Goal kick for Italy. Very close there, good link-up from Navas and Gavi. Not the tallest, the Barcelona midfielder at 5'8", but he did give it a good jump to try and get on the end of that cross, but just couldn't quite connect with the cross there. And it's now with Italy playing out from the back with a goal kick. Donnarumma to Acerbi on the left-hand side of the box. Right-footed clearance. Look towards Immobile. Pushing the back from Linomand, and that'll be a free kick for Italy just inside their own half there. Ball forward and in behind, and it finds Spinazzola in the final third towards the byline, cuts it back for Italy in the box to Immobile. He's already got one goal, tries to flick it to his right, but it's cut out by Rodri. And Spain can play out on the edge of the box with Mikel Merino. Ball down the line, looking for Gavi. Eventually falls to Yeremy Pino. Plays it forward to Morata on the halfway line. Tackled fairly by Bonucci, and it's eventually won back by Italy as they get a free kick for a foul by Gavi. On the number 13 there, Rafael Toloi, who himself, the centre-back for Italy, switched from being Brazilian to Italian after meeting the FIFA 5-year residency requirement. He's been at Atalanta since August 2015, Toloi. Spain, we're back in possession with Jordi Alba. Halfway line is Rodri. Ball out to the right-hand side again. They like that ball out to the right, finding Jesus Navas, formerly of Manchester City. Plays a ball down the right channel, and he finds Rodrigo, the number 19 for Spain. Ball inside to Gavi, drifting between the left and right-hand side. Gavi offering support to his teammates. It's now Jordi Alba. Ball in the box towards Gavi again. Header won by Acerbi, but it will fall to Gavi on the right-hand side here. Goes to the edge of the box to Jesus Navas. He's going to look to cross it. He does. It deflects, and it's dealt with not very well by Spinazzola. It will fall to Merino. Forward to Gavi. Pass cut out by Jorginho, and it will run to Immobile, who's been tackled by Merino. But then they lose out as Jorginho wins it back. Barella misplaced ball. Navas on it now for Spain. Rodri. Jordi Alba. Back to Rodri. Deflects off him to Laporte, who keeps it alive. Plays it to the left here. Ball around the corner by Pino. Can't find Morata. Won back by Italy with Jorginho. Pokes it back to Acerbi. But he's caught late there, Morata, as Jorginho released the ball. And it'll be an Italy free kick in their own half. Jorginho currently links with Lazio and are reuniting with Maurizio Sarri for a third time. Played with him at Napoli and with Chelsea. Rodri wins it here. Ball forward to Morata. Edge of the box. Strikes it. Saved by Donnarumma. Cleared by Bonucci. Back to front very quickly there, Spain. And Morata was the one to fire the shot. It was Donnarumma to meet it with a save. In that semi-final meeting in the Euros, Morata was the one to equalise for Spain, to send it to extra time. That goal was scored in the 80th minute, equalising from a Chiesa goal in the 60th. Couldn't quite beat Donnarumma that time. It's going to be an out-swinging cross from Yeremy Pino, the Spanish winger. Low, near the front post, and it's helped on by Rodri. But it hits the side netting, and it's calmly dealt with by Italy, as they can sigh a breath of relief as they're showing that Frattesi offside as he scored in the 20th minute, and it was just offside using the semi-automated system, which the Premier League are refusing to use for some bizarre reason. Clearly shows if you're on or offside. And He just mistimed his run slightly there. Davide Fratesi of Sassuolo joined in July 2017. He's had 3 loan spells while at the club. But last season he was able to score 7 goals in the league. One of them at the San Siro against AC Milan away from home in a 5-2 win with Sassuolo. Clearly got the quality, as seen by Roberto Mancini. I think Jordi Alba's just given away a free kick yet. Trying to win the ball around the side, I think of Zaniolo, but he didn't get any of the ball and just was a little bit too aggressive there for the referee's liking. And Zaniolo wins the free kick for Italy on the right-hand side. They've got Barella over it. They've also got a left-footed option of Zaniolo. He switched from Roma to Galatasaray in February, formerly in the youth system of Fiorentina. He runs over it and he leaves it to Barella. Crosses it in. It's helped on in the end by Immobile. Went for it. Let's have a look at this. Cross came in. Immobile went for it and Laporte also did as well. And the referee thought he came off Immobile's head last time. I think that may have come off Laporte last, so I think Spain have got away one there. Unai Simon plays out with a nice ball to the halfway line on the left to Morata, who's just dropped deeper for the ball. That's now Mikel Merino. His play slowed down. There's no options ahead of him. He goes across to Rodri. Back to Laporte. Forward again to Mikel Merino. Enters the Italy half on the left-hand side. 1-2 with Pino. Across again to Rodri. Out to Navas. Not the first time they've done that. It won't be the last. Forward to Rodrigo for Leeds. Did have a good season for Leeds despite them being relegated. Rodrigo scored 13 goals in the Premier League last season, 4 of them in 2023. Did miss 6 games though in February and March, which would have dented Leeds' survival hopes because he's such an important player for them. Back with Unai Simon, clips it to the right hand side. Finds Rodrigo perfectly, he just lays it off to Navas in the Spain half. In the right back area. To Rodri, takes it on the turn, away from Fratesi. And plays it to club teammate Laporte. Short ball to Alba. Merino. On the edge of the 18-yard box, goes to his goalkeeper, Unai Simon. Right-footed ball again towards Rodrigo on the right. First time ball inside, it finds Morata. Brings it down beautifully. Drops it right dead onto his foot. He gets away from Bonucci and Fratesi. And he releases it to Navas, who's again getting forward from right back. The Sevilla man. Through and through. Rodri. 15-yard pass forward to Merino. Short ball though from him. Falls to Di Lorenzo. Finds Zaniolo, but it's a poor touch and it's won back by Spain. Rodrigo, Gavi, Morata tries the first time touch, looking for Rodrigo in the box, but it's cut out by Italy. All as far as Morata, who gets it to Navas. Back to Rodri. Forward to Merino. Navas again's out wide with loads of room, but he opts against it a first time, but then turns again and finds Navas a second time. Crosses it in the box. It's a header won by Jorginho, behind for a corner. Really good even game this so far. I think Spain got off to the better start and deserved the lead in the 3rd minute through Yeremy Pino. I think it was an undeserved equaliser for Italy in the 11th minute through the Immobile penalty. But ever since the equaliser, I think both sides have had equal chances. Probably Italy are maybe just... Spain are just probably edging possession and shots. But Italy have got on the ball a couple of times. Been out swinger. Yeremy Pino again from the corner. The number 15 wanted to go short, but that was read by Spinazzola, so he's going to decide to put the crossing in the box. Near post again. Cut out by Immobile, but it's won back by Pino. In the box again. It's blocked by Fratesi. It's now on the left-hand side for Italy, but they lose out here. And Navas can't keep it in on the right-hand side. Throwing for Italy. A little bit messy there defending from the Italians, but they survived the scare because Yeremy Pino's second cross wasn't the greatest. Not even 30 minutes in, stats and research on point. Thank you very much. Do take a bit of time to get the research done. So I hope you're learning about some of these players that you might not have known beforehand. Acerbi with a long throwing down the line for Italy. Won by Linamand, so it's still in the Italian half. Jorginho's head is short. Won back by Navas. It's going to be an Italian free kick for handball there. Rodrigo slipped on it. Wasn't fouled by an Italian, then decided to grab the ball. Yeah, just lost his foot in there. The Leeds United forward. And that'll be a free kick for Italy. Lofted ball looking for Zaniolo, cut out by Linamand. That's now back with Spain in their own half with Merino. Goes to the right back, Jesus Navas, who's got the press of Zaniolo, of Spinazzola, but he sends the ball down the right channel. It's going to stay in, and it's going to be collected by Gavi. No, it's not, because he's going to get beaten to it by Jorginho, and then he pushes over the Arsenal man. And that'll be a free kick for the Italians in the left-back area. Gavi not really happy with that decision. The 18-year-old, he's becoming 19 in August, making his 20th appearance for his national side. Donnarumma to take that free kick, won by Jorginho. Donnarumma, it's unbelievable. He made his debut for Italy in September 2016 against France in a friendly, aged 17 and 6 months old. Absolutely ridiculous. What a career he's had so far. And he's only 24 years old. 24 years old. They lose out. Italy and Spain come again. Navas getting forward again in the final third. Lays it off to Rodrigo. Crosses in the box. It's won by Fratesi. And it'll be out, I think, for another Spain corner. They've had a few of them. This will be their third. If it has gone for a corner. Couldn't quite see where it had gone out. It is going to be a corner. It'll be Yeremy Pino to come over to take once again. His first two have gone at the near post and they weren't very successful. He goes short this time to Navas. He's got Pino in support and he does go towards him. Then once more back to the halfway line here to Robin Linamand. Not really well worked there by Spain. They're forced all the way back and Italy can get forward. Alba ball forward to Laporte, who just flicks it forward to let Morata chase, but it's dealt with well by Toloi, who thumps it up the field, in behind for Italy. Catching out the Spain defence here. Barella's in behind. Plays it across to his right, looking for Zaniolo, which well defended by Linamand. And Spain can get forward with Rodrigo on the Spain right. Plays it across to Merino. Goes once more out to the left to Jordi Alba. Towards the halfway line for Spain. Gets it across to Rodri, number 16. In the Italy half. Overruns it, nearly, but he keeps it alive away from Davide Fratesi. It's now a Gavi. Out to Navas again on the right-hand side. Rodrigo, first time ball inside, looking for Gavi in the box, but it's overhit. And it'll run right through to Gianluigi Donnarumma. But that's a big chance there for Italy. It was well dealt with by Linamand. Because Barella was looking for Zaniolo, who would have had a good chance to have scored there in the box. The Galatasaray forward missed the March 2023 international Zaniolo. There's Italy, are in behind Fratesi. Ball in behind Immobile. He's got options to his right, tries to play it across. It's overhit and seen behind for a Spain goal kick. 2 chances in 2 minutes there. Spurred by Italy. Laporte was brought out of the game by Zaniolo. And it was able to be found to Fratesi, who got it in behind to Immobile, but the ball across was poor. And he couldn't find the run of Barella. And that's a big let-off again for Spain, showing that Italy can create chances and get forward. Unai Simon decides to go long with the goal kick. Out to the left, Yeremy Pino loses his header, but it deflects in the end to Morata, who keeps it away from Toloi. And he brings Mikel Merino into play. He's got Alba to his left, he plays it to the left back, who then crosses in the box. It's a dangerous one, but no one's at the far post to attack it. Everyone had charged to the near post, and that meant the ball could just be seen behind for an Italy goal kick at the far post. Not bad cross from Jordi Alba. There's no one there to attack it. Jorginho playing out from the back, caught out of possession because he was fouled. And there's not many complaints by Gavi there. Bonucci will take this free kick on the edge of the Italian 18-yard box, plays it forward to Jorginho. Back to Bonucci. Forward to Jorginho again. Misplaced ball. Picked up by Jordi Alba. Laporte. Albert. Laporte's gone down. Not sure if Immobile caught him off the ball there. Play's going to be stopped, and there's going to be a booking to Immobile here, so obviously something must have happened. The referee didn't give a free kick because play was continued because Spain had possession. Immobile, the goal scorer for Italy, has been booked. I need to see a replay on that because I don't. Was Laporte on the ball? Yeah, Laporte. Ooh, Laporte just took a touch to the right with his right foot to play it back into the path of Jordi Alba, and was just caught on the top of his foot there by Immobile. Didn't get anywhere near the ball, the Lazio striker, and probably rightly given yellow card. It was a little bit naughty, that. Don't know if he meant it or not, but definitely caught at the top of the foot of Aymeric Laporte there. Ciro Immobile, who's getting his first call up to the Italian squad since March last year after the World Cup qualifying semi-final loss to North Macedonia, where they were beaten in the 92nd minute of the second leg to put North Macedonia through 1-0 on aggregate. That was a big disappointment for Italy, that after winning the Euros, then failing to qualify for back-to-back World Cups. Failed as well in 2018. Lost to Sweden 1-0 as well over 2 legs. And Spain are back in possession and we're back underway. 6 minutes to go until we've played 45 minutes here. Still 1-1. Unai Simon, ball forward to Rodri, out to the left to Laporte, who's moving freely after being trodden on by Immobile. Rodri in the Spain half. Out to the right back, Jesus Navas. He's got 10 yards of his own half left until he enters the Italy half. He goes around Nicolo Barella. He plays it down the line to Morata, who's drifted to the right-hand side here in the final third. Trying to get the ball away from Barella, and he does do so, and he finds Gavi on the right. Brings Rodri into play. Works it to Navas. Tries to find a ball in behind and inside towards Gavi, but it's blocked by Spinazzola, and that'll be a corner kick for Spain again. It's their 4th of the game now. Really racking up the corners here, Spain, who have been the strongest side. 7 shots, 3 on target, 60% possession. But despite Italy only having 2 shots and 1 on target, they have broke a few times on it, Spain, and caused problems. Did go 2-1 up, but the goal was disallowed. Here's Jeremy Pino. It's towards the near post again. Fratesi with the first header, then cleared away by Spinazzola. As far as Jordi Alba, who keeps it alive for Spain. He wants to try and recycle the ball. And he plays it forward here to Mikel Merino. Back to the halfway line to Linamand. To his left to Mikel Merino again. 2 Real Sociedad players linking up. Ball forward to Rodri. He will look forward. He'll go to his left here. To Laporte. Rodri. Laporte. Back to Jordi Alba. Spain just keep possession here and they float it out wide to Navas on the right. Rodrigo. To Pino. Apologies. Ball inside to Mikel Merino. Halfway inside the Italian half. Plays it forward to Morata. Gavi on the turn on the edge of the box. Works it to Jeremy Pino in the right wing position. Stood up by Spinazzola. So goes back to Gavi. Now right back Jesus Navas. Forward to Pino. Back to Navas again. Italy need to hold concentration here. They're going to try on the left hand side here. As they've got it to Jordi Alba. Ball inside for Rodri. Goes to Jordi Alba again on halfway. And he's forced all the way back to the goalkeeper Unai Simon. But he'll leave it for Laporte to take over. Good pressing from Italy to force Spain back. And it's now with Mikel Merino. The Spanish central midfielder, formerly of Newcastle. Plays a ball inside to Rodri, who drives forward for Spain. Navas again there with space on the right. And he finds him. Number 22. 1-2 with Gavi. Jeremy Pino still sticking to this right-hand side. Brings Morata into play, holds it up against Bonucci. Tries to spin the Italian, but it deflects in the end to Gavi on the edge of the box. Reverse ball to Morata, who strikes first time. Right-footed shot right down the throat of Gianluigi Donnarumma. So still no goal again from Morata, but it was good play there. Good reverse ball there from Gavi. Good disguise on it. But Morata's first time shot was never really going to trouble Gianluigi Donnarumma. Here he is on the ball. Donnarumma rolls it to Acerbi. Spinazzola back to Acerbi in his 18-yard box here, being pressed by Yeremy Pino. It goes back to his goalkeeper in the 6-yard box, Donnarumma. Navas, don't know why I said Navas, but Italy keep the ball. Barella. Italy beat the Spain press. He's got Spinazzola on his outside here making a run. And he feeds it to the Roma man. In the final third. Getting onto his right foot. Laying it off to Barella on the edge of the 18-yard box. Back out to Spinazzola. Who will then cross. Dangerous ball. Header won by Mikel Merino. Oh, as far as a volley on the edge of the box. From Rafael Toloi, but that was always arrowing over the bar. Caught it sweetly and it was curling, but it was, like I said, just always going over the bar. Unai Simon probably had it covered if it was to go on target. Would have been Rafael Toloi's first goal for Italy. Did make 19 under-20 appearances for Brazil. Rafael Toloi. Morata heads it on to Gavi, loses out to Fratesi. Now Bonucci in his own box, having to play it to the left for Donnarumma so he can clear it on an angle. Not a very convincing clearance, and it's headed back forward by Navas to Rodrigo, who's back on the right-hand side. It's now Rodri, who finds it to the left to Jordi Alba. Finds Rodri in space in between the lines. Flicks it out to Morata. Once more to the left to Yeremy Pino, the goal scorer for Spain. Jordi Alba. Pino again. Spain just restart on the halfway line as we're entering the 45th minute of the game. Still 1-1. Merino finds Jesus Navas in the Italy half. 10 yards inside the half. Plays it forward 10 yards for Rodrigo. Then a ball inside to Gavi. Twisting, turning away from Jorginho. Just playing it across to his left to the halfway line to Laporte. Back to his centre-back partner, Linamand. He then finds Merino. Sociedad partners. Rodri. Ball looking for Jordi Alba. The referee got in the way, but play continues as Italy have the ball back with Zaniolo. And the play's been stopped here, and Jordi Alba is booked. Italy aren't happy because they were away there on the right-hand side, on the Italy left. But the referee got in the way there of a Rodri pass to Jordi Alba, and obviously Jordi Alba gave him a piece of his mind for getting in the way. And the referee just stopped the game to book Jordi Alba. Italy were away on the left-hand side, and the referee, Slavko Vincic, just stopped the game to book Jordi Alba, clearly not happy with what the Spanish captain said. As the plays continue with Italy looking for a ball behind for Immobile, which is cut out by Laporte. So Italy are back in possession. 1 minute added on. We played 45 seconds of that. Rodri, lifted ball towards the left, cut out well by the head of Toloi. It's now with Di Lorenzo. Ball over the top, in behind. I think he's offside Barella, but Unai Simon meets it first with a volley. And away for Italy. But that'll be half-time. In the Nations League semi-final, the second one of two. Mikel Merino just stayed down there. I think he was caught on his head. But as we enter half-time break, Spain got off to the good start. 3 minutes in, Yeremy Pino scored his second goal for Spain after a Bonucci error on the edge of the box, and he was able to slot it to the right bottom corner beyond Donnarumma. But that was cancelled out in the 11th minute. Immobile from 12 yards after Linamand on his Spanish debut gave away a penalty after a handball incident after a shot from Zaniolo. And from there, Spain have been the more dominant side, but there was a goal ruled out from Italy. Davide Fratesi got in behind in the 22nd minute after a Jorginho defence-splitting pass, but he shot it beyond the goalkeeper through the legs, but he was offside. And from there, it's been Spain dominant in possession. They've got 62% of the possession. They've had 9 shots compared to Italy's 3. But at half-time, it is Spain 1, Italy 1. In the Nations League semi-final, the winner will take on Croatia on Sunday. And let's see who comes out on top in the second half. I'm going to go for half-time and I'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half. So make sure you're back in 15. we're back for the second half of this Nations League semi-final between Spain and Italy. We had a 1-1 first half. Yeremy Pino in the 3rd minute for Spain, giving them the lead, but that was cancelled out in the 11th minute through Ciro Immobile goal from the penalty spot. Italy also had a goal disallowed through Davide Fratesi, as his goal was offside, as his run was just a little bit late, and that was disallowed. We're going to get a double interchange for Italy, despite only playing on Saturday. Federico Di Marco and Matteo Darmian will be coming on for the Italians, and also some changes for Spain as well. Let's have a look who's coming off for Italy. Or for Spain, they're bringing on Marco Asensio. He'll be replaced Jordi Alba. So there'll be a bit of a switch up there for Spain. Keep an eye on who goes where for that. So Jordi Alba off for Marco Asensio. Looks like he would join PSG. And then Leonardo Bonucci has been replaced by Matteo Darmian, and Federico Di Marco will be having a like-for-like swap with Leonardo Spinazzola. So 2 Inter players come into the game. And also Marco Asensio, as we're waiting for the whistle of Slavko Vincic for the second half of this Nations League final. Goes to extra time and penalties if it's level after 90. It'll be Italy kicking left to right with kick-off, Spain right to left. And we're back underway. Oh no, Jordi Alba's still on the field. So who's come off for Spain? Because the substitute board said Jordi Alba, the graphic on screen. So I don't know who's actually gone off there. I think Zaniolo has won a free kick for Italy just inside the Spain half. There's been a push in the back from Aymeric Laporte. I thought it was a strange one, Jordi Alba coming off, but it's obviously not. I think it's Rodrigo. We thought had a decent first half. Yeah, it is Rodrigo, the number 19. He's been replaced for Spain. Darmian sends it in behind towards Ciro Immobile. Just overhit, unfortunately. It's back in Spain possession. So Jordi Alba is still on. Rodrigo has been replaced at half-time with Marco Asensio. Laporte out from the back to the left-hand side to Yeremy Pino, the goal scorer. Ball forward. Finds Marino. It's now Morata in the left wing position. Ball inside. Pino tries to find Gavi in the box. It's cleared by DiMarco. Just behind Gavi there. Spain have got it back as Linamand wins it off Ciro Immobile. It's now Asensio getting his first few touches of the ball. It's now with Rodri. It's now Laporte in the Spain half. He's got 10 Italy players in front of him. Rodri. Ball out wide to the right-hand side to Asensio. Lays off to Jesus Navas. Back it goes to Rodri. Then once more to the halfway line to Linamand. So Laporte. Linamand. Out to the right again. Halfway line is Jesus Navas. And again, back it goes. Spain have got 5 wins in the last 10 games. And that last game of the 10 was in June of 2022, so a year ago now. They've played 10 games, 5 wins, 1 draw, 4 losses. They've only got 1 win in their last 5. Their last game was a 2-0 loss away to Scotland in the Euro qualifiers. 2 goals from Scott McTominay meant that Spain lost that game. But then they were able to win the first game that they played in that break. 3-0 win against Norway, Dani Olmo, and 2 for Joselu, the striker. Here's Pino on the left-hand side in the final third. Try cutting into his right foot. Lays it off to Jordi Alba. Ball back inside to Pino. Jordi Alba again. Edge of the box is Rodri. Does he fancy a shot? Can't quite get one away, so he keeps the ball. Asensio on his left foot. Crosses it. In-swinger! Kept out. Morata puts it wide. Oh my word, how Spain not scored. It's a delicious ball from Marco Asensio towards the far post, and Mikel Merino got there. If that's a save, that's unbelievable. Then from 4 yards out, let's have a look. Merino with a left-footed shot. What a save from Donnarumma. Literally point-blank range. Merino should have scored. And it fell to Morata, back to goal. He's able to turn and shoot towards the bottom right corner, but he somehow put it wide from 4 yards out. How have Italy not gone behind there? What a save from Donnarumma on the point-blank shot from Merino. And it stays 1-1. Big chance for the Spaniards. And Spain have it again. Jordi Alba inside on the halfway line to Rodri. Drives forward from midfield here. The Manchester City treble winner. Finds Jordi Alba in a pocket of space, drifting inside towards the centre of the pitch. And he now finds Asensio, who nearly created an assist there for the Merino goal. Rodri brought to the ground there by Ciro Immobile. Plays it to the left to Laporte. Rodri sends it to the Spain right again. It's Navas. Opts against the cross and plays it short instead to Asensio. Driving inside, away from Barella. And releasing it to Jordi Alba, who wants to cross. He plays a low ball instead to Merino. Back heel into the path of Asensio, who overruns it. Goal kick for Italy. Good start though. Good first 5 minutes for Spain. Marco Asensio causing danger. Put that great cross in for Mikel Merino a couple minutes ago, and then darting into the box there, looking lively. But he just overran the ball, unfortunately, and it'll be an Italy goal kick already taken. It's now Jorginho back to his goalkeeper, Gianluigi Donnarumma. Plays it to the right to Darmian, the half-time substitute. And it's Toloi who loses it out to Morata, and then he's fouling the Atletico Madrid striker, and that'll be a free kick for Spain on the left-hand side. Lost it in a dangerous position there, Toloi. Similar position to where Bonucci lost it in the first half for the goal in the 3rd minute. But Merino thought he'd surely scored there, his first Spain goal. But it's an unbelievable point-blank stop there from Donnarumma. And he keeps it level for his side. 6'5" goalkeeper. They've got another chance to score here, Spain. The line for Italy is being structured across the 18-yard line. It's on the left-hand side of Spain's pitch. Pino, the right foot, and the left foot of Jordi Alba stood over it. Swung in by Jordi Alba. Donnarumma parries. Rodri on the turn, and he just hits over. Bit of an acrobatic attempt there from Rodri, trying to score in back-to-back games. Of course, scored the winner in the Champions League final in the 68th minute. And as Donnarumma parried it, he lifted it up and spun and almost did a bit of a scissor kick there, Rodri, but it was over the bar. Header won by Laporte as Italy try and get it forward. Dealt with by Acerbi. Eventually, Barella helps on, all as far as Rodri. He loses out here to Zaniolo. And Italy look to break after a slow start to the second half. Plays it inside. Immobile out to Di Marco. Chipped ball across. Looking for Fratesi. It misses him. Di Lorenzo. Fratesi tries to lay it off to the edge of the box to Barella. Cut out, and it'll be chased down by Jordi Alba, who will get there. Plays the ball inside to Morata, who holds it up. And he wins a free kick as he's held there by Jorginho. Morata doing that job well of holding the ball up for his side. He's actually 5th Morata on the all-time goal-scoring list for Spain as Di Marco loses it for Italy as Spain misplaced a pass. It's now with Gavi. Turns away from Jorginho. Brought down fairly by Fratesi. And Italy will come again, but Darmian gives it away. Italy are in. Morata, edge of the box. Slips. And Darmian can bring it away for Italy. Di Marco out to the right now to Barella. His play's been stopped by Barella. As Fratesi's down, the midfielder. Got a disallowed goal in the 22nd minute. Ooh, just nastily caught the ankle there, Gavi. As he lost possession. Jordi Alba will kick it back to Donnarumma as we restart again in the 18-yard box for Italy. Cherby takes over. Left-footed ball, looking for his front man, but it's cut out by Linamand. Rodri. Linamand across to his centre-back partner, Laporte. Ball inside. Finds Jordi Alba out wide to Yeremy Pino, who's been followed by Darmian, but he's able to release it. It's now Merino towards Jordi Alba in behind, cut out by Cherby. Oh, as far as Gavi on the left-hand side for Spain. Halfway line's now Rodri. Came close minutes ago with an acrobatic attempt over the crossbar. So Jordi Alba, ball forward to Gavi. Back to Alba again. Sweeps it to his right to Aymeric Laporte. Forward to Rodri. Laporte again. 36th meeting between the two sides. Second one in the Nations League, and they both come in the semi-finals of the competition. The last time these two teams met, it was a 2-1 win for Spain in the San Siro. Bonucci was sent off in that game. Ferran Torres scored 2 to win Spain the game. Merino just about flicks it to Gavi. Keeps it alive in the Italy half. Navas. Asensio driving inside again and plays it across to Jordi Alba on the opposite side. Tries to slot a ball through. Can't quite do so. But he keeps it alive with Pino. It's now Rodri. Asensio, the number 10 for Spain. Merino. Out to Pino. Alba. Left foot. Tries to find a ball inside. There's a foul in the process, taken quickly by Italy. Barella will chase away with the ball. Has to slow it down to get players involved, and it's now with Federico Di Marco. Lays it back off to Barella. It's now with Jorginho, just slightly deeper in the midfield. Tries to get a ball in behind. It's a great find towards Di Lorenzo, but it's an easy header to be saved by Unai Simon. Rodri on halfway. Navas. Gavi. Halfway line's Laporte. The last draw was 4 games ago between these two sides in October 2016. Obviously, we can't finish with a draw tonight. There has to be a winner. If that's for extra time or penalties or the 90 minutes. Gavi's going to get butt there, pulling back. An Italian midfielder as they look to break. Knew what he was doing there, Gavi. Had to give it away. Last 2 World Cups for Spain have been pretty poor. Only reached the round of 16 this in the 2022 World Cup, beaten by Morocco on penalties, then beaten on penalties in 2018 against Russia, then knocked out in the group stage in 2014. They had a group of the Netherlands, Chile and Australia. Obviously they won the 2010 one, beating the Netherlands in the final 1-0. Iniesta late goal in extra time. Alba. Ball goes across to Rodri. Spain continue the pressure. Italy haven't really had a real attack at the Spain goal in the second half as Asensio crosses. Had won by Fratesi. Kept alive by Rodri as he nods it out to Laporte on the left. It's now Yeremy Pino. Across it goes to Rodri again. Merino. Ball towards Gavi. Loses out to Cherby. Barella forward. As Immobile is pushed over by Linamand. And that'll be a free kick for Spain, for Italy in their own half. 2 hands in the back there by Robin Lamand to give the free kick to the Italians. It looks like it's going to be another double change for Italy. Brian Cristante and Federico Chiesa to come on. The right wing back Di Lorenzo has it. Long ball over the top, header won by Linamand. And it will roll out to the left hand side where it will be picked up by Mikel Merino for Spain. Keeps the possession. It's now with Rodri in the Spain half. They played 47 times under Diego Simeone, Rodri. before having to change to a completely new style of football under Pep Guardiola, where he's been at City now since July 2019. 56 games he played in the season for Manchester City. As Jordi Alba crosses it towards Morata, well caught by Donnarumma. 59th minute. Still 1-1 between Spain and Italy. No goals yet in the second half. We've got 2 in the first half early on. 3rd minute from Yeremy Pino and an 11th minute penalty from Ciro Immobile. Morata's in. Left-footed shot, scuffs it, caught by Donnarumma, but he was well offside. The former Chelsea man. Alvaro Morata has had his fair few clubs. Currently at Atletico Madrid, but he's been at Juventus, Real Madrid, Chelsea. Did score 13 league goals last season, including 2 braces against Getafe and Sevilla. He's Spain's all-time leading scorer in European Championships as well. Morata with 6. As the Italian changes will be made with half an hour to go. Federico Chiesa will be replacing Ciro Immobile, the only out-and-out striker on the field for Italy, which is an interesting change. Now 2 wingers are up front in Federico Chiesa and Nicolo Zaniolo. Interesting from Roberto Mancini, the 58-year-old. And Jorginho will be replaced, the Arsenal man. He'll be replaced by Brian Cristante of Roma. Did play in that Europa League final. Scored his penalty as well in the shootout, but it wasn't enough for his side. So another 2 changes for Italy. They made 2 at half-time. Bringing on Darmian and Di Marco. And Di Marco's got a throw in here down the Italy left. Up towards Zaniolo. He's given Laporte a pretty horrid time up there, but the Spaniard deals with it this time. Navas ball inside to Asensio. Back to Navas again. Around the corner, look for Gavi down the right-hand side. Dealt with by Acerbi momentarily as he concedes the throw-in to Spain. Throw-in taken. That's now with the Spain centre-backs. It's now with Laporte to the left and forward to Alba. Has to go back to the goalkeeper, Unai Simon, the 26-year-old, in between the sticks for Spain. Taking his time with this. Just goes to his left to Laporte. Back to his goalkeeper, Simon, in the 6-yard area. He's been forced to hurry the clearance, and Italy can pounce. Cristante on the ball now, tries to poke it forward, it's deflected, and it will fall to Mikel Merino for Spain as they get away with that in their own half here. As they're still on the ball, half on the edge of the 18-yard box to Laporte. Alba to Unai Simon. Spain play out from the back. Merino. Alba. In the Italy half. Yeremy Pino gets it to the right now to Moreno. Back to Pino in the box, tries to shoot, but in the end he catches Di Lorenzo late as he tries to shoot. Free kick for Italy in their own box. It was good play there from Yeremy Pino, who's not happy with that decision. As he went to shoot, he just catches Di Lorenzo late, rightly given free kick. Donnarumma takes the free kick. It's a long ball, looking for Chiesa. It's well dealt with though by Laporte. It's now Jordi Alba, ball inside to Rodri in his own half. Merino on the left. Forced back and across to Lenormand. From one Sociedad player to another. Rodri in between the 2 centre-backs for Spain. Ball forward to Merino. Back to Rodri again. To his left to Laporte. Italy still pressing. Laporte sends it forward. It's a misdirected pass and it will fall right through to Donnarumma in the Italy goal in the 64th minute of the game. Picks up the PSG goalkeeper and he rolls it out to Acerbi. Now DiMarco. Cristante, first time left-footed ball. Looking in behind towards Chiesa. Header won by Linamand. As far as Barella. Cristante, back to Acerbi. Italy on the ball. Eventually. DiMarco, ball inside. It finds Zaniolo. The flag stayed down for now. He's got everything to his right here, the winger. Crosses it. Finds Fratesi. Good save by Unai Simon, and the second one's over the bar. He's already had one goal disallowed for Fratesi. If that had gone in, it may have been disallowed again. But it's a great save. It's a good ball from Zaniolo. And Fratesi got away from Jordi Alba for a second time. He got away from Jordi Alba for his first goal. But as he latched onto the cross there, Fratesi with his left boot, unfortunately, is right at the body of Unai Simon. It could have been, and it was saved in the end by the Atletico Bilbao goalkeeper. Fratesi still looking for his first Italian goal, and the wait will go on. So goal kick it'll be for Spain. There wasn't any offside flagged in the end. 25 minutes to find a winner, and I hope we find one. Laporte to take the goal kick short to his goalkeeper, Unai Simon, who has to clear it quickly. Up towards Morata, he'll miss it, and it's not dealt with very well by Fratesi. It's picked up by Merino for Spain in the halfway line. Rodri keeps away from Fratesi. That's now Navas on the attack. Plays it to his right to Asensio, one-on-one with DiMarco, the number 3 for Italy. Tries to drive inside the former Real Madrid man, looking to join PSG this summer. Been forced all the way back here. Good press from Cristante. Out to the right now to Navas. To centre-back Linamand. Spain just keep possession here. 4 wins in the last 6 for Italy. Of course, not playing in the World Cup due to not qualifying. Switzerland are qualified ahead of them, first in the group. And it was actually Spain who forced Italy to have to do a playoff in the 2018 qualifiers, and obviously they weren't able to get past Sweden in that one. Spain finished top of that qualifying group on 28 points, and Italy were only able to get 23. Unai Simon clips the ball towards Morata. Over his head, but he will fall to Yeremy Pino on the Spain left, tackled by Darmian. Throwing for Spain. Good tackle from the Inter Milan defender there. Darmian, formerly of Manchester United from 2015 to 2019. Also as AC Milan from 2000 to 2010, but he's now been of Inter Milan since 2020 as he joined on loan from Parma for the 2021 season, then joined permanently in July 2021 to Inter, Darmian. Was called up in the March internationals, Matteo Darmian. It was his first call up since November 2017, so he had to wait a long time to return to the national side, the 33-year-old. As he might have some defending to do here, but Alba's ball's short. It's well tackled by Acerbi. Fratesi can't find Barella. It's now back with Jordi Alba. Merino on the right for Spain, down the line. Towards the byline, Morata overruns it. Goal kick for Italy. Can't keep it under control there, Alvaro Morata. Like I said before, 5th on the all-time goal-scoring list for Spain. 30 in 63. Currently playing his 63rd game. Top of that list is David Villa on 59. There's Gavi, who's on a yellow card, will be replaced by Sergio Canales of Real Betis. The 32-year-old, who's last in the Spain squad in March 2021, so he's had to wait over 2 years to return. But he's back in the side of the Real Betis midfielder, formerly of Real Madrid, made 15 appearances for Real Madrid from 2010 to 2012. He gets 6 goals in 10 appearances for the Spain under-21s, Sergio Canales. He'll replace Gavi with 22 minutes to go. There's a long ball forward by Donnarumma, has not found Zaniolo. And it would now be with Jordi Alba. Rodri. Alba. Lifted ball, looking for the run of Canales down the left channel, but it's dealt with by Cherby. Back to his goalkeeper, Donnarumma. Clears first time, not very convincing. It'll fall back to Jordi Alba, who can only meet the body of Fratesi. Now Zaniolo, who's been fouled there by Laporte. Zaniolo has given Laporte a tough time. Weird change for Nicolo Zaniolo, who was transferred from Roma to Galatasaray in February. And he's got 11 appearances for Galatasaray with 5 goals. Was once of Inter Milan for a year. He was signed by Roma from Inter Milan for €4.5 million. He's now at the age of 23. Still so much potential left in the Italian forward. It's now with Darmian from that free kick. Has to go back into his own half with a pass to Cristante. All the way back to the 18-yard box now with his goalkeeper Donnarumma. Right footed clearance to the Italian left-hand side. Looking for Chiesa. Headed won by Linomard. All these right DeMarco on the halfway line. Now with Cristante. Turns away from Canales and sends a right-footed ball in behind. What a diagonal switch that is. Finds Nicolo Barella. Finds a ball inside. It's just behind Di Lorenzo, but he keeps it alive. Back to Barella, who's then offside. Free kick for Spain in their left-back area. Great switch from Cristante, but miscommunication there between Di Lorenzo and Barella. And as Di Lorenzo gave Barella the ball back, he was offside. Or coming back from an offside position. It's now with Unai Simon, the Spain goalkeeper. One of 3 who was in the last starting 11 against Italy in the Nations League semi-final in 2021. Laporte and Gavi also started that game as he's ball towards Asensio on the right. Can't find the former Real Madrid man. Leaving Real Madrid as he's finished the end of his contract. Asensio won 17 trophies at Real Madrid. Has 2 goals for Spain in previous 35. One in the Nations League against Croatia in 2018. And also scored once in the World Cup just gone against Costa Rica in the 7-0 win that they got. As they were able to finish second of their group, Spain, behind Japan. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. Beat Costa Rica 7-0 with 82% possession. Drew with Germany with 65% possession. Then lost to Japan with 83% possession. Scoring in the 11th minute, but then conceding in the 48th and the 51st. And then shamefully knocked out by Morocco on penalties. Spain fans weren't happy with that one. Left Luis Enrique leaving the Spanish national side eventually. Jordi Alba finds Rodri just inside the Italy half, goes back to Linomard, having a half-decent debut, but unfortunately did give away a penalty in the 11th minute. Handball. It was a close strike from Zaniolo. It was a misplaced strike as well. I don't think he was meant to hit it across goal. I think he was meant to hit it at goal, but unfortunately Linomard's hand was in the way. And the penalty was given and dispatched by Ciro Immobile, who's replaced not long ago by Federico Chiesa. But it's Spain in possession with Jordi Alba. Back to the halfway line now with Laporte. Goes across to his right to Linomard. Navas. Forced back. The Italian press is good. 18 minutes to go. Until we've played 90. Unai Simon. Clips it forward. Looking for Morata. Beats Cristante to it, but his header only falls as far as DeMarco for Italy. He drives forward and he releases it to his left. DeMarco gets it back, puts the ball across the goal, and it's a key interception there from Jordi Alba. Di Lorenzo was joining at the far post to try and get onto that cross, and he nearly did as well. Jordi Alba had to be aware and send it behind because Di Lorenzo was getting on the end of that cross. Good work from DeMarco on the left there. Is Spain want to make a change? They won't make it yet because Italy take the corner. DeMarco crosses in towards the near post, and again for Fratesi with the header wide. He's had a good few chances for Fratesi, the Sassuolo midfielder. Double change, Ansu Fati to also come on. So Mikel Moreno, the number 6 for Spain, will be replaced by Fabian Ruiz of PSG. Spent his first season at the French Giants, scoring 3 times in the league season, 2 of them in May. And Ansu Fati, the Barcelona man, will be replacing goal scorer for Spain, Yeremy Pino. So Ansu Fati comes on. Made 51 appearances in all competitions this season for Barcelona, scoring 7 in the league, 10 in all competitions. So back underway. Fratesi switches out towards DeMarco on the left. Has to loop a ball back to Toloi. He's able to bring it down smartly and calmly and play it back to Donnarumma, who clears first time up the field, looking for Chiesa. Loses that to Lenormand, but the offside flags up on Chiesa, and it'll be a free kick for Spain. Free kick for Spain, taken quickly into Jesus Navas. Laporte, the left centre-back for Spain, to Jordi Alba inside his own half. Across to Rodri, still on the field despite playing in the Champions League final on Saturday. Probably not having much rest in terms of celebrations. Unai Simon on the ball for Spain, just on the edge of his 18-yard box. Clips it towards the left-hand side, where Morata brings it down ahead of Acerbi, but he loses it to the Italian defender in the end. And he pulls down. Not sure who he pulled down there. Morata, but he pulled an Italian down for a free kick for Italy. That's not a bad substitute to bring on. Marco Verratti will be entering the field for the Italians, and he'll be replacing a very unfortunate Davide Fratesi, who was asked to be substituted. Might have a little bit of an issue. So Verratti had to come on. Fratesi did have the ball in the net in the 22nd minute, but it was disallowed as he just timed his run offside. He did have a good chance as well. About 10 or 15 minutes into the second half, as a pullback from Zaniolo found Fratesi, but his shot was right at Unai Simon and could be saved by the Spanish goalkeeper. But Verratti's on. Italy take the free kick towards DeMarco in the box on the left. Header won by Jesus Navas. He'll drop to Asensio. Gets the ball away from Chiesa. 1-2 with Fabian Ruiz. Rodri forward. And it's now out to the left now to Jordi Alba. Find Ansu Fati, who dropped to the halfway line to receive the ball, getting his first few touches of the football himself. Plays it across to Navas on the right as it feeds it to him due to a Fabian Ruiz dummy. Navas finds a ball inside. Asensio on the edge of the box, trying to get onto his left foot. Tackled, but it's kept alive by Canales, who accidentally handballs it. And that'll be a free kick for Italy. Darmian in the right centre-back role. Goes back to his goalkeeper in his 6-yard box, Donnarumma. Sweeps it to the left now. To Toloi. Acerbi. Spins and clears. Looking for Zaniolo. Comes off him last. Spain throwing. So thrown into the Spain half with Robin Lenormand. It's now with Aymeric Laporte. Did represent France at under 17, under 18, under 19 and under 21 level before switching his nationality to Spain for the Euros back in 2021, where he scored against Slovakia. Spain get forward. Navas cross. Deflects to Fati. Lays it off to the edge of the box. I think that was towards Canales, whose shot was blocked. Can be kept alive for Spain. Free kick in the end. Rodri's gone down in pain. Cristante was the one who conceded that, I think, or was it Chiesa? Not sure, I'd have to see a replay. Rodri went for it and he just got an elbow in the side of the chest by Chiesa. Free kick for Spain. Bit of a naughty one from the substitute, the Juventus man, Federico Chiesa. Injured for all of the Nations League group stage games for 2022. Also missed the March internationals with injury. Born in Genova, Federico Chiesa in the northwest of Italy. There's a chance for Spain to possibly get the ball in the box here. Through the free kick, won by Rodri. He's back on his feet and he's entering the box as Italy's line is again just on the edge of the 18-yard box. It's a high line from Mancini's men. Plays it short across to the left to Jordi Alba, who then puts it in to the box. It's dealt with by Italy in the end. Back towards Jordi Alba, who headed across the halfway line to Linomand. He then finds Navas. Thumps it forward, looking for Morata. Header won by Acerbi. The knockdown will fall to Cristante. DiMarco thinks it forward. And Verratti's gone down. Foul. Foul by his PSG teammate Fabian Ruiz there, Marco Verratti. He's been very unfortunate with injuries in terms of tournaments for Italy. Did make 2 appearances in the World Cup 2014, but he was injured for the Euros in 2016, and he also struggled with injury a little bit in the Euros in 2021. He did play 74 minutes against Spain in the semi-final at Wembley. Short ball, poor ball by Cristante, picked up by Fabian Ruiz, and it's now Canales for Spain on the left. Plays inside towards Fati, but it's behind him. But a misplaced ball from Italy, and it's now back in possession for Spain. Fabian Ruiz gets out to the left to Jordi Alba. Space for a cross. If he can get it onto his right foot. Plays a short ball to Ruiz. Back out to Jordi Alba, who's made a good run towards the byline. Pulls it back, and it's a shot towards the near post. Last touch off an Italian defender. It's a corner for Spain. Good ball in there by Fabian Ruiz to find Jordi Alba, and the last touch came off Acerbi. As Morata wanted it at the near post there, he poked it towards goal. I think it was actually saved in the end by Donnarumma at the near post. The left-footed out-swinging ball from Asensio for Spain. 280 plus appearances for Real Madrid, Asensio. As he'll put this ball in the box. Headed on by Alvaro Morata, but it's always looping over the crossbar and behind the goal for an Italian goal kick. It looks like Joselu will be coming on for Spain, the striker, who scored 2 on his debut as a substitute against Norway in March. Scored in the 83rd minute and the 85th. Joselu. And he was substituted on in the 81st minute and scored 3 minutes later. Zaniolo fouled there by Laporte. Little arm in the neck. Just inside the Spain half. It's played forward by Zaniolo, and he tries to catch Unai Simon out. It was just off his line, but it was a wayward strike 10 yards wide from goal. It was really poor from Zaniolo there. As Spain play from the back. Unai Simon. Ball to the right-hand side this time. It's been kept in. It's now Navas. Asensio. Ball inside to Ruiz. Headed back out towards Asensio, and it will fall to the winger as he gets away from Acerbi momentarily, but he's well recovered it there. He was well recovered there by Acerbi, as it looks like Asensio had got beyond him there in the Italian half. As again, play's been stopped as Donnarumma had it because Morata was saying something towards the referee. That also happened in the first half with Jordi Alba. He tried to get on the end of a Rodri pass, but the referee was in the way and the referee didn't like the dissent given back. But I think it was the fact that Asensio didn't get a free kick from Toloi, and he should have got a free kick from Toloi as he was being pulled back after he lost possession. That's who he was racing against, Toloi, not Acerbi. And I think Morata made his feelings known. So that's a booking. Another change for Spain. Number 7 will be coming off Morata for Joselu, like for like, striker. Plays football this season at Espanyol. Joselu scored 16 goals in La Liga, 3rd in the top scoring list. And obviously scored 2 on his Spain debut against Norway at home. Was born in Stuttgart, where he stayed there for 4 years at birth. And it looks like he will be making a move from Espanyol to Real Madrid, where he spent 3 years of his career in 2009 to 2012. And obviously spent time in the Premier League as well, 156 Premier League appearances between Stoke and Newcastle. So he's on for the last 6 or so minutes until we've got added on time. Rodri clips out to the left looking for Fati. Does fall to Canales off the head of Di Lorenzo. Now on the halfway line with Spain, with Lenormand. Ruiz drops deep for the ball for Spain, and he uses Navas to try and build an attack here. Rodri goes forward to Jordi Alba. It's a tired pass that, picked up by Italy in their own half there in the midfield. Cristante out to DiMarco, down the left channel. Can't quite find the run there of Federico Chiesa, who applauds the attempt from DiMarco. Spain are back in possession with 5.5 minutes to play. Plus added on time. We will be going to extra time if we don't get a winner here in the late stages of this game. Unai Simon looks towards Joselu. And he chests it down to Fabian Ruiz and gets the return here. It's now with Asensio, who's dropped slightly more central for the ball and deeper. Finds Joselu, runs into traffic, loses the ball. And then Italy lose it. Fabian Ruiz twists and turns away from Chiesa. Canales, the Real Betis midfielder, works it to left back. Jordi Alba, who's joined the attack in the Italian half. Fati, one-on-one with Di Lorenzo, but he loses it to the Napoli captain, and Italy clear. Up towards Zaniolo, who tries to win the free kick, and he does do so from Ansu Fati. Just runs across the Barcelona winger. And Italy have got a free kick. Plays it to Barella, the number 18 for Italy. Back to Cherby. Part of that back three for Italy that consists of Taloya, Cherby and Darmian currently. Bonucci was on, but he was substituted at half-time. Did make the mistake for the Spain goal. Give it away to Pido. Cherby with the switch. Headed forward by Di Lorenzo. Cut out by Laporte. Fall towards Canales, but it's dealt with by Darmian. Headed on by Di Lorenzo. Finds Zaniolo. Tackled in the end by Jordi Alba, and it'd be forced back to Unai Simon in the Spain goal. Rodri. Alba. Lenormand. Forward to Fabian Ruiz. Can we get a late winner here in the Nations League final? Semi-final. And the final will be against Croatia. Little flicking behind there towards Joselu from Canales. But there was definitely an offside there on the Espanyol striker. But play continues. Chiesa battling for it. But Lenormand clears for Spain. Oh, as far as Taloy. Clearance and set by Lenormand. Barella can't keep it. It's now with Fabian Ruiz. Rodri on halfway for Spain. Just over 3 minutes to go, plus added on time. Plays it to the left to Jordi Alba. Lenormand again. Rodri. All outfield players. In the Italian half here, as Spain are looking the more likely team to get a winner here. Jordi Alba, ball inside to Rodri, lays it off to Ansu Fati, dummies it instead for Canales, then finds the run of Jordi Alba, ball across, well dealt with by Cherby, as far as Rodri on the edge, deflects, helped in by Joselu, but he's definitely offside, or is he? He's celebrating like he's got the winner, and once again it's a dream substitute for Spain. Joselu comes on and scores off the bench. That's where he got his first 2 goals for Spain on his debut against Norway. Brought on the 81st minute and then scored in the 83rd and the 85th. He was brought on in the 84th and he's now scored in the 88th. First crossing by Alba was blocked. It was then shot by Rodri and he's onside. Cherby pushes out late. Keeps Joselu onside. And the former Stoke and Newcastle striker is becoming a national hero for Spain, as he must have surely got the winner for his country in the Nations League semi-final. Rodri's shot takes 2 deflections off Italian players, and then it drops to Joselu, who only has to tap in from yards out, and he's having a dream season. The Espanyol striker, he got 16 in the league. He's now got 3 in 3 for Spain after getting his first call up in March, and the goal will stand. with only a couple minutes to go. It's Spain 2, Italy 1. Joselu with the goal. Mancini furious, but they haven't done enough to win the game. Mancini's got a good Nations League record as well. He's only got 3 losses in his last 16 in this competition. And the losses came in 2018 to Portugal, 2021 to Spain, and 2022 to Germany. But the goal stands. And they're going to go again. Rodri eventually gets the ball back to Lenormand. And what another impact substitute. Joselu came on for Morata in the 84th minute and scored in the 88th. Like on his debut, substituted in the 81st minute, scored in the 83rd and the 85th. What an impact player he is when it comes to 80th minute substitutes. And Italy are going to have to go for it now for an equaliser. Di Marco over the top ball. He finds Barella. Zaniolo tries to find Barella again on the return, but Spain deal with it, and they find Ansu Fati, who overruns it and then fouls Darmian. It's going to be a free kick for Italy as we're reaching the 90th minute. See how much time added on will be given by Slavko Vincic, the Slovenian referee. Definitely a foul there by Ansu Fati. There's Joselu. Could be the match winner here. For Spain, once again. Chance to get it in the box here through Nicolo Barella. He's got 8 goals for his nation, but they need him to an assist here. Puts it out to the right to Chiesa instead. Cristante in the box on the right. Digs a cross out, but it's blocked and cleared in the end. As to Verratti on the halfway line. Has to go back to Donnarumma. 4 minutes added on. We played 40 seconds of it. Asensio chases down Donnarumma, who's about to clear. Not very convincing. Falls to Fabian Ruiz. His header's misplaced, and it'll be Italy to go again. With Barella with Verratti in midfield. Now Cristante back to Donnarumma. They've got 3 minutes to save themselves in the Nations League. The last time these two teams faced in the Nations League was in the semi-final in 2021, where Spain came out 2-1 winners at the San Siro. Looks like the same's going to happen again. Rodri. Fabian Ruiz on the halfway line. Back to Lenormand on his debut. Was a France international, born in France, came through the Brest Academy. Switched his nationality to Spain after living there for 7 years. Through playing for Real Sociedad. And a ball aimed towards Ansu Fati. He loses out through Darmian. It's now with Spain defending again and Italy on the ball. 2.5 minutes to go. Joselu with the winner currently. Long ball forward for Italy. Chiesa chases, head away by Jordi Alba. Only as far as Barella. Di Lorenzo. Ball inside, given away to Fati. And Spain are back in possession with Unai Simon. Given the ball by Rodri. He then clears the goalkeeper up towards Asensio. He's able to flick it on down the right channel for Spain, but no one's there to chase it. Ball back in Italian possession with Acerbi, who's the one who left Joselu on side for the goal. Donnarumma clears forward for Italy. It's do or die now, and a free kick's being given against Zaniolo, and that'll be a big chance gone. Ball put in the air by Donnarumma. Zaniolo challenged Robin Lenormand for the ball, but he must have caught him with the arm. And it's a free kick for Spain. Let's have a look here. Yeah, just caught the nose of Lenormand with his elbow there, Zaniolo. And he picks up a booking for it. And Lenormand stayed down. Definitely caught him on the nose there. But there he is. The absolute hero for Spain. Number 20, Joselu. Like I say, Rodri came in with the shot on the edge of the box. It was deflected twice off Cristante, then Toloi. And as Acerbi was trying to push out, he left Joselu on side. And he could just put his foot ahead of Donnarumma's hand and lift it over the 6'5" goalkeeper into the net. And currently, he has given Spain the victory to get them to back-to-back Nations League finals. They lost their last final to France. They went 1-0 up in that one in the 64th minute through Oyarzabal. But then an Mbappe double meant France won that Nations League. Lenormand's back to his feet. We've got 30 seconds left of the added on time, but I'm presuming a minute or so will be played extra due to that stoppage through Lenormand's injury there through Zaniolo's elbow. It'll be Unai Simon to take the free kick. Slams it forward into the Italy half, into their box as well, towards Joselu. Nods it down looking for Asensio, but it's cleared by DeMarco for Italy. Chiesa will give chase. Laporte wins the header. Ruiz keeps away from DeMarco. And Verratti loses it eventually to Barella. Ball forward. Now out wide to DeMarco on the left for Italy. Barella, cross, header won by Linamand. We've played the 4 minutes. It's hooked into the box for Italy and it's caught by Unai Simon. No one was there to aim for, really. Everyone was offside for Italy, so everyone was coming back into an onside position. It's in the hands of Unai Simon. Once this ball enters the Dutch skies, we might see the full-time whistle. He drops it to the ground, Unai Simon, the Atletico Bilbao goalkeeper. He clears it up the field. No sign of the whistle from the referee as of yet. And there we get it. Spain progress to the Nations League final for a second time. Back-to-back finals, beating Italy both times in the semi-finals 2-1. Roberto Mancini cannot add to his silverware of a European Championship with Italy. The wait goes on. And Spain have the same hero again. Joselu scored on his Spain debut in March. He scored twice against Norway off the bench. Came on in the 81st minute and then scored in the 83rd and the 85th. And a similar actions happened again tonight. He was brought on in the 84th minute, Joselu, and he won the game for Spain in the 88th. What an impact substitute. And he has got his side, his nation, through to the Nations League final once again. They will face Croatia in the final on Sunday at 7:45. That will be commentated live here on the Football Commentaries YouTube channel if you need a commentary for that. Spain progress again against Italy. Just more payback for Italy's win against them in the Euros semi-final in 2021. No extra time, no penalties needed. They did it in the 90. An 88th minute winner from Joselu gives Spain the victory. And Italy will have to play the Netherlands in the third place playoff game, as the final will be played between Spain and Croatia for the Nations League. The first Nations League winner in 2018 was Portugal. The second winner in 2021 was France. And we're going to have a different winner once again in 2023. So either Spain or Croatia. Michelle Clancy, excellent commentary, thank you. Thank you very much for being here. If you have been here, make sure you like and subscribe before you go. Next commentary is on Sunday, the 18th of June, 7:45 once again. It's the Nations League final between Spain and Croatia. But for tonight, Spain are the team that progressed to the final, once again beating Italy. It's becoming a regular occurrence in the Nations League semi-finals for Spain to beat Italy 2-1. They've done it again. Joselu, the hero for Spain, and they will take on Croatia in the final on Sunday, where there will be a new winner of the Nations League once again.